Oh, you better pick it up, bud. Don't wreck it. You pick it up and slide it over. Yep, bigger up. There you go. Good job. That's going good. Try again. Pick it up. Grab it and pick it up a little bit. There, you can slide it over. There you go. Good job.
Jim.
There you go.
Lay her down. Okay, we want to come area this way now because you're not centered right now. That's pretty good. Good afternoon. It's dreary and rainy here at the moment. Working on some beams in the house.
we were gifted these. I helped a guy lift his barn up, just a little shed, I guess, with the tractor, and then he was going to do some foundation work on it. Unfortunately, in the wind that weekend, it knocked over, and I didn't have the heart to charge him for that. We just agreed on exchanging for some of the timbers in the barn. So I'll show you that in a minute. I got a number of these. They're nice square timbers, 6x6. Got a lot of character to them. You can see the hand-hewn marks on them on the side, and got a number of them here. And we want to cut them in half and put them in the house, and I will show you that as well. That's what this video will be about. So it's a little bit of a mess here at the moment. Now, to cut them in half, what we've done, this is what's called an Alaskan chainsaw mill. You can adjust the depth of cut. I will get my chainsaw yet and show you. Obviously, this has been used already. We've already cut a number of these. That footage, unfortunately, got lost, and so I'm kind of showing you some of this right now, and then we'll show you inside. But the chainsaw goes in here. Okay, the motor unit hangs on this side. Let me just grab it a minute. All right, try that again. It's amazing how fast I can go on camera. So that sits in between here. Inside of this chain goes on, and it allows me to get a depth of cut. Maybe I'll set that as well so you can see it a little bit. I've only got two hands, so I gotta keep shutting this off. Okay, so this is a shorter bar. I have a longer bar, but you get the idea. It goes through here, it gets pinched in, and it goes through this side with that loose part sitting inside of here, so it's safe. And then my cutting area is between this side and that side. Got a handle to hold on to up here. You can change the size of the cut here. It even has measurements on it. This side. Got measurements right here on both sides. Works slick. Really, really enjoyed it. Now it depends on the wood you're cutting. These beams are very, very hard and old. We actually had sparks coming out as we were cutting, and so we wore out the other bar and chain pretty fast cutting them. But it works really, really well. As you can see, the depth we've cut here, we basically just cut those beams in half. Cut it right through the middle here, so we have two perfect sized halves, and put that in. All in all, very happy. Really would recommend this. This is not, I'm not getting paid to tell you about that, but I've often wondered about these Alaskan chainsaw mills, if they'd be effective or not. I believe this one cost about $150 or something, which, I mean, it was more than worth it. Well worth it. It did a really good job cutting it. You can see I can go a lot longer yet. Of course, I would need a longer bar on the chain then to do that as well. So you set this on top, and the idea is just gives you a guide. The beam would rest on here, and it keeps it nice and straight. It's there. One hand on this side, one hand on that side, and get those beams cut. And I'll show you inside the house in a minute. Okay, so we've got two of them up. You can see how we did that. This one here I've cut in half again, so this is now a quarter of one of those big beams I showed you outside. And the other quarter, I guess, the other chunk of this we'll use on the far end of the house when we get to that point. And then here, so I mean, it just looks like a natural beam in the house. It's the look that we were going for, and then we just happened to luck out with these beams that we got. Worked out really well, and you can see the character in there. Really like that. I've got them fastened with JRK screws. You can see them up in there. They're great big long structural screws, and they go up into the joist so it won't come down. And yeah, makes for a really nice look. Much better. And still touching, it looks on that side. One more there. Voila! That's nice. You like it? Are you looking at me or the ceiling? I'm trying to get out of the way so you can see the ceiling. That looks good. Alright, next part. Okay. This is how far we've got on the house. Anyway, we've got these beams installed. I don't know if that comes out. These are hand-hewn beams. That shows up. All done in here. We got them stretched out across. The walls are all painted, other than this wall here needs another coat yet. And we're getting ready for trim. We'll be putting that up soon. We've got these pot lights hooked up. This is all 12 volt lighting. Okay, folks? All 12 volt everywhere. Running straight off our battery, straight off our solar. We have very, very simple needs here. We got a few water lines here for our water filter that we've been running, and we got this one running to the sink. It's really coming together. I love how it shines here too, with these, pardon the mess on the countertops, but our epoxy covered concrete countertop. Just amazing. So on this wall here still needs to be done yet as well, but it's definitely coming together. Love it. Just love it.
You wait until those windows are pined.
Oh, no.
Be nice.
That looks better. Oh. Oops. Wonderful. Finito.
Oh yeah, this piece needs to go in there.
Oh yes. And there is actually a band that goes